So let's start with the top line. It starts with little finger in 7th position of the G string, and I play that with my little finger, with my pinky. And in the first 5 bars, the notes all are 4 beats. So like this, 7th position, little finger, G string, 1, 2, 3, 4. Towards 6th with your ring finger, 1, 2, 3. Once more, 1, 2, 3. Going to 4th with your index, 2, 3, 4. Then once more, 4th position, 1, 2, 3, 4. Index finger, 2nd position of that G string, 1, 2, 3. Now on the 4th beat, you put ring finger in 4th position of that D string, and then you play with your ring finger, 5th position of that D string, 2, 3, and then on the 4th beat, you make a semitone bend on 8th position of that D string. And then on the first beat of the next bar, you just play 8th position. Then on the last beat of that bar, you play that riff that leads you right into the chorus. And you do that with middle finger on 2nd of the low E, to index finger 1st of the A string, to middle finger 2nd, to little finger 4th, to little finger 5th. So let's try to play that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right, so now for that lower part of the harmony, it starts with little finger on 9th position of the D string, going to 8th of the D with your ring finger, to 7th with your middle finger, to 6th with your index finger, to 5th with your middle finger, to 4th with your index finger. Now we're going to switch strings with middle finger to 5th position of the D string, and then 7th with your little finger. Sorry, I said D string, A string. I mean switch strings to the A string, 5th, and then 7th on that A string with your little finger. And then you make a semitone bend on that 9th position of that A string, and then just 9th position. And then you get that same riff at the end. So let's try to play that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. And that's pretty much it.
Some dance to
right, so now we're going to be looking at the harmony leads for verses 3 and 4. And I'll first do the harmony leads for Felder's lines, and then I'll do the ones for Joe Walsh. So the first one on verse 3. What do you play? You start with that 7th position on the G string with your ring finger, then middle finger, 5th position on the B string, and then you make a full tone pre-bend. Oh, that was not really nice, but and then you make a release bend. It's like this. 1, 2, 3. And then you go to 6th position of the G string with your ring finger. So together. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Once more. 2, 3 to 4th. 2, 3. Then you get that same little lick going back to that 4th position of the G string. To 2nd position. To 4th on the D string. Then ring finger to 5th of that D string. Then we make that semitone bend on 8th position of that D string. Then you play that 8th position once more. To 9th with your pinky. To 6th with your index finger. So together that verse 3 harmony lead for Felder. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Then in the second, or in verse 4, you start with that same 7th position on the G string, but now I play with my index finger to accommodate for the extra lead bits that are following. Now, I'm sure that on the record, they just added that as an extra layer on top, but when they play it live, they kind of merged the sort of the verse 3 harmony with those extra lines at the end of every bar. So when you combine them, you get the following thing. You play 7th position of the G string with your index finger, then 7th on the B string, to 10th with your little finger on the high E, to 9th, to back to 10th, like this. 1, 2. Then you play 6th position with your index finger on the G string. Then you play 6th position of the high E to little finger 9th of that high E to 8th to 9th again. And that 8th with your ring finger. So those two bars together. 3, 4. 1, 2. Now what's important to realize is that you can play that pull-off, but usually I play both notes. So the tab says pull-off, I just play them with down and up stroke. Then in the next bar, you play that 6th position again on that G string with your index finger, then to 5th on the high E, and then that 9 to 8 to 9 on the high E with your little finger to ring finger to little finger. Like this. 3, 4. 1, 2. Then you go to 4th position with your index finger on the G string. Then you play 4th position of that high E to little finger, 7th, 6th with ring finger, back to 7th, like this. 3, 4. So those 4 bars in succession, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in that next bar, you play 4th position with your index finger, and 3rd position with your index finger on the high E. And then you get 7th with your pinky to ring finger, 6th to pinky, like this, 3, 4. Then to 2nd position with your index finger, on the G string, of course. Then to high E with your index finger in 2nd. Then you play 5th, 4th, 5th with your little finger to ring finger to little finger. So together, that bar, 3, 4. So let's play those 2 bars in succession, starting on that 4th position on that G chord. 3, 4. Then, in the next bar, I play ring finger, 5th position of the D string. Then I play open E string. Then 3rd position to 2nd to 3rd, and that's middle finger, index finger, middle finger. And you end it with, you have your index finger in 9th position of the high E. Make a hammer with your index finger in 10th, so like this. Back to 9th. Then you play 12th of that B string. It's going off screen now, sorry for that. And then back to 9th with your index finger, like this. And then, at the end, you get that riff that leads into the chorus. So let's try to do that verse 4 as played by Felder. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that brings us to the last part, and that's the harmony part as played by Joe Walsh. So how does that work? You start with 9th position of the D string. Then you play 6th on the G string, and then a pre-bend, semitone pre-bend, and a release. And then going to 8th position of the D string with your ring finger. It's like this. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Then 7th on the D to 6th. Then you get that bend and pre-bend again. Then to 5th of the D string. 2, 3 to 4th. 2, 3 to 5th on the A string to 7th, and you get that semitone bend on the 9th. Back to 9th, play it once more to 10th, and then to 8th on the next string, and that sets us up for the next part. So together, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. right, so now that verse 4 is played by Joe Walsh. So you start off with ring finger in 9th position of the D string. Then middle finger plays 7th of the B string. Then also 7th of the high E. To 6th with your little finger of the high E. Back to 7th. Like this. 3, 4. Then you play with your ring finger 8th position of the D string. Then you play ring finger 7th of the B to 6th of the high E with your middle finger to 5th with your index finger back to 6th position. Like this. 3, 4. So those 2 bars in succession. 3, 4. Then the next 2 bars are pretty much the same as what we played in the first 2 bars of that verse 4. You just play them a little bit further down the neck. So the first one was starting with ring finger in 9th position and then playing this in 7th to 6th to 7th. In the next bar, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing exactly the same, only we're going to be starting it in 7th position with our ring finger. So like this. And the same with that second bar where we played. We're going to do the same here, but just down the neck 2 frets. So like this. So those first 4 bars should be like this. 3, 4. Now we get the same thing. And here there's really a change. So you play index finger, 2nd position of the D string. Then 4th position of the G string with your index finger. Then 5th of the B string. To 4th with your index finger, back to middle finger on 5th. Like this. 3, 4. And then you get the following, which is index finger in 6th position of the high E, making a hammer with your middle finger and a pull off, and that hammer ends on 7th. Then you play 8th with your ring finger on the B string, back to index finger 6th, like this. So that verse 4 by Walsh goes like this. 3, 4. And of course that riff. And that's pretty much it. In the next video, I'll be going over the chords, the strumming of the chords, and the little licks that are played in between, and a couple of supporting riffs. And after that, the final video in which you will be learning how to play Joe Walsh's solo and Don Felder's solo of this song. So, of course, these are already online on the website, not yet on YouTube, but if you're interested in, moving on to the next parts, they're already online on the website. Just follow the link in the description and it'll bring you there. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those parts. And see you again sometime. Bye.